Welcome to Gentle Beginners Yoga. We're going to start today in a comfortable seat, just resting your hands in your lap, sitting up tall through the crown of your head, and just beginning to breathe. Coming into the space. Letting the outside world just go away for a few minutes. Taking this time for yourself. Closing your eyes here if you like. Maybe placing a smile on your lips. Thinking of something that you're grateful for in this moment. Focusing on that gratitude. We'll begin to notice our breath. Are the breaths short and choppy? Are they long and deep? Remembering not to place judgment. Just bringing your attention to your body. Noticing the air on your skin. Noticing any sounds in the room or outside of the room. Noticing how the earth feels underneath your feet. Or maybe your pants underneath your hands. Just bringing your attention to your body, to your senses, to your breath. Letting your mind rest in those. Noticing any other thoughts that may come and just letting them pass. Like clouds in the sky, you see them, they appear, and then they float on. On your next inhale, we'll begin to deepen the breath, feeling the belly rise as you inhale. Filling the lungs completely and exhaling the shoulders down the spine. Releasing all of the air in your lungs, bringing belly button to spine. Trying to lengthen through the exhales just a bit. Breathing in for a count of 4 and exhaling for a count of 5 or 6. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continuing this using your own internal counting. Allowing the mind to focus only on the count and the breath. Making each breath a little bit deeper, a little bit more full than the one before. And each exhale a little longer, maybe increasing your count by 1 or 2. Releasing the breath when you're ready, letting the breath come back to its natural rhythm. Inhaling until you feel the need to exhale, and exhaling until you feel the need to inhale. Allowing the body to breathe for you, releasing control. Noticing the pauses between the inhales and the exhales. Maybe resting in those pauses for just a moment. Just noticing the emptiness, the space, the clarity of mind. Knowing that at any point during your day, you can come back to these breathing exercises, calming the mind, calming the body. When you're ready, we'll gently blink the eyes open. We'll inhale the arms high to sky and exhale the arms down by the sides. Inhaling fully and exhaling completely. One more time. Inhale and exhale. We'll take the right arm down to the mat and we'll inhale the left arm overhead, stretching from hip bone to fingertips, opening through the chest, maybe walking the right fingertips out just a bit and bending through the right elbow. Breathing here, full and complete breaths. Letting any thoughts pass, keeping that attention fully on your breath. We'll inhale to rise up, and dropping the left hand down to the mat, we'll bring the right arm overhead, stretching from hip to fingertips, opening through the chest. Maybe walking the left fingertips out just a bit. We'll inhale to rise back up through center, stretching tall through the fingertips and breathing here. Maybe lengthening through the right arm and then the left, bending through the elbows and the sides. Using your breath tied to each movement. And on your next inhale, we'll take both arms high to the sky. And as we inhale, we'll bend into both elbows, bringing the hands to goddess arms, opening through the chest, maybe gazing towards the sky. Breathing here. Spreading the fingertips wide. We'll inhale to raise the fingertips high towards sky. And as we exhale, we'll fold from the hips, maybe leaving the arms out in front of us for just a few breaths. Feeling the pull in both hips. And as we exhale, we'll lower the fingertips down to the mat, relaxing through the head and neck. Finding length as you inhale and relaxing into the stretch with each exhale. We'll slowly walk fingertips back towards the hips. And inhaling the fingertips tall to sky, we'll exhale the hands down by our sides. Inhaling fingertips tall and exhaling arms down. One more time, inhaling tall. And as we exhale this time, we'll bend into the elbows once more, coming back into goddess arms, gazing up towards the sky. Full and complete breaths. As we exhale, we'll bring the arms down by the sides and we'll reverse the cross of the legs, taking whichever foot was on top, on bottom. And sitting up tall, we'll inhale the fingertips tall to sky, and as we exhale, we'll fold from the hips, pausing for a few breaths. Stretching long through the fingertips. Feeling the stretch through your hips, keeping them firmly planted to the earth. And as you exhale, we'll drop the hands back down to the earth, bending from the hips and relaxing through the head and neck. Lengthening on the inhales and folding on the exhales. We'll slowly walk the hands back towards the hips, and we'll inhale the fingertips tall and exhale arms down by our sides. Inhaling deep into the lower belly and exhaling fully. One more time, inhaling. And this time as we exhale, we'll bring right hand to left knee, twisting from the lower back, the ribs and the shoulders, gazing over the left shoulder. Exhaling into the twist. Inhaling to come back through center, we'll take the arms tall, and exhaling, we'll bring left hand to right knee, twisting slowly from lower ribs shoulders with head and neck the last to twist. Gazing over your right shoulder. Inhaling, we'll come back through center. We'll inhale the arms, tall to sky, and exhale, arms down by our sides. We'll take our right leg out to the side, keeping the left foot into the right thigh, sitting up tall and flexing through the right foot. We'll inhale the arms tall to sky and square our chest to our right toes. And as we exhale, we'll fold forward, letting the hands fall where they fall. Keeping a flat back, folding from your hip, not rounding through the back. Maybe relaxing through the head and neck when you find the stretch. Placing a small bend behind the knee if you like. Finding a bit more space in the body with each exhale. On your next inhale, we'll slowly walk the hands back up. And taking a breath here and exhaling fully, we'll extend the left leg out long and bring the right foot into the left thigh. Inhaling, fingertips tall, and exhaling to square the chest over the left toes and folding. Keeping a flat back. Hands fall where they fall, not curving through the spine. Exhaling into the fold. Slowly walking your hands back up. We'll bring the toes into touch. Inhaling tall through the crown of the head, keeping a flat back. Maybe staying here, or if you like, we'll begin to lean forward just a bit. Opening up through the hips, folding forward. Maybe bringing the elbows to the insides of the knees and applying a gentle pressure, just urging them down to the earth. Using your breath to fold, finding space with each exhale. Keeping a flat back. And then relaxing through the head and neck. Staying with your breath. allowing your attention to fall on your inhales and exhales, making each breath a little bit deeper than the one before, and each exhale a little bit longer. Slowly rising up when you're ready. We'll inhale the arms tall to the sky and exhale arms down by our sides. Taking the feet out long in front of us, toes pointed high to the sky, maybe placing a small bend behind the knees. We'll inhale to sit up tall and exhale to fold forward, keeping a flat back, letting the hands fall where they fall, folding from the hips. Maybe taking your peace fingers and grabbing big toes. And eventually relaxing through the head and neck. We'll slowly walk the hands back up, inhaling fingertips tall to the sky and exhaling hands down by the sides. Staying with your breath, we'll take the feet and legs out to a wide V. Sitting up tall, inhaling arms to sky and exhaling to fold, keeping a flat back. Hands fall where they fall. However far you go is enough for you today. Every day our practice is different. If you like, you can walk the fingertips out a little bit as you exhale, folding and finding space with each breath. We'll slowly walk the fingertips back towards your hips when you're ready. Bring the arms behind us. We'll lean back just a bit, opening through the chest, maybe gazing up towards the sky, opening through the throat. Hands are pointed towards your hips. Breathing here. Deep inhales and complete exhales, taking belly button to spine. We'll inhale to sit up tall and bring our hands behind our knees. We'll bring our feet flat to the mat in front of us, and we'll roll over to tabletop. Bringing your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath hips. We'll drop the belly and we'll gaze up towards sky as we inhale. And as we exhale, we'll arch through the back, tucking belly button to spine. Inhaling for cow and exhaling for cat. Taking a few of these movements with your own breath at your own speed. Pausing anywhere you would like. Maybe exaggerating the movements just a bit. Maybe gazing at your tailbone on one side and then the other. And finally coming to stillness. We'll take the right foot back behind us, stretching through the toes and the back of the right leg. Maybe rocking forward and back just a bit. Pausing anywhere you might need a little extra time. Using this to stretch through the backs of the wrists. We'll bring the right knee back in to meet the left and taking the left toes behind us, rocking back and forth. Pausing anywhere you might need and bring your attention back to that breath. Bringing the left knee back in to meet the right. We'll take the knees wide on the mat and the toes to touch, sending hips to heels and fingertips out long. Bringing chest, chin, or forehead down to the mat. Maybe using a block underneath your forehead. Taking any modification that your body's calling for in this pose. Trying to send hips down to the mat. Exhaling hips to heels. Creating that wave-like motion of the breath. Inhaling deep into the belly, filling the lungs, and exhaling, shoulders down the spine and hips towards heels. Keeping your attention only on your breath, noticing any thoughts that may come and letting them pass. We'll slowly rise back up to tabletop when you're ready. We'll cross the feet at the ankles and we'll roll over to a seat. Bringing the soles of your feet to the mat in front of you. We'll slowly roll down, allowing your spine to rest down into the mat. Bringing your heels in closer to your hips. We'll raise our right leg high to the sky, stretching through the heel, pressing that heel into the ceiling, taking the palms of your hands down to the earth. urging toes closer to the forehead with each exhale. If you're able, maybe bringing peace fingers to your big toe and straightening through your right leg. Releasing when you're ready. We'll bend into the right knee, bringing right heel to left knee. Gently placing our right hand on the right knee and urging it away from us. Opening through the front of the hip. We'll come back through center. And we'll take the right sole of the foot over to the left side. Maybe grabbing that right ankle with your left hand. Taking your right arm out to your right side. Gazing over right fingertips. Staying with your breath. Coming back through center when you're ready. And threading your hands through your left thigh, flexing through both feet. Finding where the stretch is good for you, maybe straightening through the left leg. Staying with your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And slowly lowering the left foot back to the mat when you're ready. Raising the right leg high to sky once more. And slowly lowering the right foot back to the mat. Taking a few breaths here. Deep, full breaths. Breathing deep into the belly, feeling the belly rise, and exhaling fully. Emptying all the air from the lungs. We'll take the left leg high, taking the sole of the foot towards the ceiling, urging the left toes towards the forehead with each exhale. Maybe taking the left toes with the left peace fingers, straightening through the leg. Releasing when you're ready. And exhaling to bend into the left knee, bringing the left ankle on the right knee. We'll gently push the left knee away from us, opening through the front of the hip. Breathing here. And eventually, taking the left ankle with the right hand and moving the sole of the left foot down to the right side, gazing over left fingertips. Urging that left knee away from you. trying not to fold in. Staying with your breath. We'll inhale to release, coming back through center. We'll raise the left foot high to the sky once more, stretching through the heel and releasing the left foot down to the earth. Breathing here, deep into the belly, exhaling fully, releasing belly button to spine. We'll take the feet mats width apart, and we'll begin to windshield wiper the legs back and forth, pausing anywhere you'd like to pause. And slowly bringing the knees back to center. We'll bring the knees into the chest. And we'll give ourselves a hug and rock from side to side. Maybe taking the hands behind the thighs and rocking to sit up and back down. And coming to lay on the mat, rocking from side to side, taking the arms out wide, and bringing the knees over to the left, gazing over right fingertips, exhaling into the twist. Maybe straightening through the right leg if you like. Bending back into the top knee. Taking another moment in this twist. Bringing the knees back through center and taking them over to the right, gazing over left fingertips. Keeping shoulder blades flat to the mat, maybe extending through the left leg. Exhaling into the twist. Bending back into the left knee and pausing here for a few more breaths. Really relaxing into the twist. Bringing the knees back through center. We'll give them a hug and rock from side to side. And begin to take the legs out long on the mat. Setting up for your final resting pose of Shavasana. Hands facing up to receive and facing down for grounding. Shoulder blades sink down the spine. Maybe rocking the legs back and forth a few times, letting the feet splay open. The hips relax down into the mat. Relaxing through the jaw. Relaxing through the eyes and the forehead. Allowing the body to become heavy and sink down into the earth. Beginning to wiggle through your fingers and toes, rolling through your wrists and your ankles, bringing your arms overhead and stretching through your fingertips and your toes, taking the biggest stretch you've had all day. Bringing your knees into your chest, giving yourself a hug and rocking from side to side. We'll gently roll to our right sides, placing one hand on the earth, maybe using your arm as a pillow, and taking these last few moments here to come back to something that you're grateful for. We'll gently begin to rise up to the top of your mat in a comfortable seat, bringing our hands to heart center. Keeping that thought of gratitude close to your heart all day, every day. As we bring our thumbs to forehead center, we bow as we say namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I've enjoyed sharing this practice with you.